What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got an excellent and exciting display for you guys to check out. If you like synchro summoning, sit back and relax because I think you're going to heavily enjoy this duel. So this one actually features assault mode. You guys remember that from the 5Ds era? I feel like assault mode it was a cool concept, but it definitely was a failed experiment. It's kind of like Konami was like, hey guys, do you like running boss monsters that can be completely dead when you draw them because you can only summon them with a trap card? And we were like, no, that sounds terrible. We like boss monsters out of the extra deck, which is why everybody went to, synchro monsters when we started the 5Ds era. But yeah, this guy's still rocking with them. And as I've said before, because of Crystalline Needle Fiber, every deck that plays synchros has basically been empowered, just like every pendulum deck has been empowered by, Heavy Metaphors Electromite. Then at the top, we have a deck that looks like Hieratics, but it's actually a Resonator Hieratic build. I didn't realize that those two archetypes really had synergy. I mean, I get it, they're all like dragons and whatnot, but I think that it's mainly just to go into like the synchro dragons really easily, like the 8s. Like you're going to see a bunch of Jack Atlas cards. So anyways, he's going to go into Crystalline Needle Fiber, getting the Tengu on the field and getting Glow Up Bulb as well from Needle Fiber. He's going to go back into another TG Hyper Librarian. Needle Fiber is, I don't think, going to do anything right here. Yeah, because he already used the effect. But, I mean, that's a pretty good starter play. You can obviously see that if he goes into Formula Synchron, not only will he draw 2 cards, but then he has the possibility of making Quasar, Blazar, or Seafer Dragon. Blazar is probably what you want to go for. Lets his opponent activate that Pot of Neg-9. Okay, he's going to get 2 draws from the formula, 3 draws. I forgot about the formula itself. Then goes into Blazer Dragon, and that's a really good play. I honestly thought, I was looking at this guy's hand, I was like, well, he's gonna have to like really put a bunch of monsters on field and soul charge, because you have to give 1 card to Blazer Dragon, and he gives his Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. Okay, that's Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend. I'm getting my dragons mixed up. He's gonna make a second one anyways. Goes in his own Crystalline Needle Fiber. We got a Crystalline Needle Fiber War. Gonna summon back that Scarlight, and then he summons one of my favorite boss monsters. I know sometimes people probably get sick of me talking about this card, but I'm sorry, I love Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. This card is just so good, man. And he gets his own Needle Fiber. What will his Needle Fiber turn into? His opponent does search for that copy of Assault Mode activate. The question is, can he actually bring it out? A third Needle Fiber. This is literally just Needle Fiber the duel. Sea Monster of Theseus, best Yu-Gi-Oh card of 2017. And check this out. He's actually going to summon Stardust Dragon, which means you might see your boy Assault Mode hit the field because he has the Assault Mode in his hand. Now, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss is going to negate the Blazer. So, okay, I'm not really sure that did much there. He did attack over Coral Dragon, which gave him a draw. He got 2 Scapegoats. All right. Maybe he can bust out a copy of like Borreload. He negates Return of the Dragon Lords, and I thought that was a little ambitious, just negating it off the top like that. Needle Fiber is negated. It tried to tag itself out, but that's not really doing anything. And then once Starlight Dragon, or once Assault Mode dies, Stardust Dragon comes back. Let's see if he's going to actually level this baby up. Yeah, he already did. He went into Bane, and then he's going to bring back his Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss by tributing a tuner. And I think that, like, by the way, just look at the quality of synchros on the field. Like, if you like Dragon synchros, if you're somebody like Kaiba, I know he didn't play his synchros, and Blue Eyes have one now, but you probably have a colossal boner. Stardust Dragon, Blazer Dragon, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. Like, this is too damn real. So he is going to attack the Bane. He uses Return of the Dragon Lords to protect it, and right now he needs to basically kill that freaking Blazer. Blazer Dragon is a hard card to kill, or he can just keep throwing cards at it, I guess. That seems to be what he's doing right now. Now, the cool thing is he's going to gain a ton of life points as he summons Red Resonator back from the graveyard. And look at all of these Resonators. It's a freaking Resonator party. You never see this card summoned. You never see Calamity summoned, but this time he actually drops it, and he has a monster that can actually go toe-to-toe with Blazar Dragon. So let's see what's going to happen here. 4,000 on this side, 4,000 on this side. Let's see how it goes. He's going to attack into Abyss. Abyss dies. Abyss is my favorite of the 4, or of the Archfiends. I think there's more than that. There's like a ton of them. And the problem is, every time he tries to crash, because it would be in his best interest to just give up Calamity and take the trade, but every time he attacks, Blazar just says, nope, I'm ending the battle phase. And he can't actually get anywhere, and his opponent keeps attacking his monsters, which means that he's actually taking the damage. And you can see this guy is probably just kind of stalling right now with the Blazar. He really needs something like a Solemn Strike, or just some way of getting this Kaiju, man. Top deck that spicy Kaiju. Armageddon Knight's gonna send Plague Spreader to the grave. You see that It appears he's trying to basically like get to another Stardust so that he can get his Stardust Assault mode on the field. Let's see what he's going to do. Okay, you don't really see this summon the new Stardust, or I guess in the Stardust family, shooting Riser Dragon. He goes for Stardust Dragon, and then he's going to Assault mode activate. And oh man, this guy is left with nothing. He lost his Calamity, and I'm pretty sure he lost the game at this point. He's going to attack over the Tefnuit, and Scapegoat is activated. He's going to negate Scapegoat number 2. Oh no, he's gonna negate that too. If he actually, no, I don't even think if he got the Scapegoat. Like if he goes for Borolo Dragon, I'm pretty sure that like Blazar Dragon's just gonna negate the summon. So I believe that this should be the final turn, as it's very difficult to basically fight against these monsters when you only have like one card. He ends up negating his last card, which was Reject Reborn, and ends up killing him with the copy of Blazar Dragon. So just a fun little duel. And you know what? I think I will go ahead and show the deck, because I do feel like there are some Synchro heads out there who are going to be like, yeah, I was interested in the deck and you didn't even show it. Okay, so this is the first deck. This is actually the Assault mode activating. You see this one is super focused on Synchro summoning, and the only link that he runs is Christian Needle Fiber. I mean, I actually think that a card like Reborn Tengu that hasn't been super relevant since the 5Ds era, I feel like this card has actually been buffed a lot, not just by Link summoning in general, but especially by Needle Fiber, because Needle Fiber specifically is a Link monster that works kind of in regards to Synchro summoning, which is the bread and butter of Tengu, because, you know, it summons like a tuner from your deck. So I think that this card is excellent, and this is obviously a good place to use it, as you combine this with Needle Fiber, and you saw that, you know, he was pretty easily able to get, you know, a Blazar Dragon turn 1. I like the Assault mode activate. If you're going to run Assault mode, you basically have to run this card. Now, the only thing I saw a Lair of Darkness, and I was kind of wondering with this, I mean, I get that he will tribute monsters, but is that just for the tokens or what? Like, I'm not really seeing any virus cards or any other, like, synergy here. So you guys explain to me. I understand the Starlight Junction. This card gives you like removal and whatnot, the ability to like pop cards during your opponent's turn, so that definitely kind of makes sense. Let's go ahead and look at the other deck, the Red Dragon deck. I actually called it a Hieratic deck, and then I looked at it and I was like, wait a minute, this is not a Hieratic deck at all, because he only runs 3 copies of Tefnuit. That was me kind of, I guess, debating you guys. I mean, this is definitely a Red Dragon deck, or I guess you could call it a Resonator deck. I mean, it's all part of the same archetype. It's all the Jack Atlas cards that he used in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds and in Arc V in the Synchro Dimension Arc. But yeah, it really makes sense for this deck to use Needle Fiber too, because, I mean, all your Resonators are like tuners, and a lot of them summon themselves inherently. They're incredibly easy to get on the field. And then it's just, you know, summoning like your Tefnuit or normal summoning any other monster. The Scapegoat tokens are used because, you know, he does have so many damn tuners. You can use it for Synchro summoning or Link summoning as well. He has the Mistress Radiance in here. So it definitely makes sense if you're going to play Scapegoat. Like, I don't know if he could have ran like Borload and all the other cards that you know, are usually seen with Scapegoat, but take up a whole bunch of like extra deck space, the Link Spiders and whatnot. I just don't think he gets enough value, and that because the Red Dragon, the way that the Synchros work, you kind of go upwards, and a lot of like the really big monsters like Bane can summon the smaller ones like Abyss from the graveyard. I think that these cards are all really, really important. I'd really like to see him summon Red Nova Dragon though. That card is really dope. Anyways, just wanted to show you guys the deck. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already. Turn on that notification bell for daily